Autumn is definitely on its way. The morning mists are back, and that's a surefire sign. It's getting colder. Well, that made a change. It's 7:20 in the morning now, and it's starting to clear. Sun's just about peeping his head up over the hill. So another 15-20 minutes, that'll all be gone. Anyway, on with the day. Well, it's a few hours past very early morning now. In fact, it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I was thinking about putting the hedge trimmer on again today, but then reminding myself that I want to put a bit of muck out on the ditch, trail, pipeline, excavation, where I've grass seeded. I want to put a bit of muck on top of that just to give the grass seed something to, a bit of nourishment. But it's been wet most of the day, and I don't particularly want to make a mess. And the builders sort of said, well, could you not chuck muck about until we've gone home, at 4 o'clock? And I said, yeah, all right. So that's what's happened. I've put the spreader on. He's all ready to go. Yeah, growing a little bit of vegetation in there. Bit of net down there wants coming off. Not quite sure how that got in there, but that'll have to come out of there in a minute. And yeah, we'll wait a little bit and then we'll do this. So I just thought you might be interested as well. For those of you who followed the Rode wireless mic thing, I've had a little bit of a play around with it again. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I now have a microphone in the peak of my cap with the transmitter on the back. So I'm kind of thinking, with the transmitter up there, I've probably only got 25 meters range in front of me because it's the back of my head, but it's going to be less effective on the camera, or should have less effect on the transmitter. I know it's transmitting through my head and probably frying my brain a little bit, but there's not much to fry. Anyway, that's the plan. Once the builders are gone and everybody's happy, we're going to throw a bit of that in there, and then we're going to use this to throw it down there. Sorted, that's a plan. It was one of them days today, so I'd forgotten, after the guys were gone, my wife reminded me, don't go get covered in too much SH1T because you're interviewing this afternoon. We've got another young man coming for the apprentice tree surgery's job. So anyway, he's just left, nice young fella, local chap. It's now 5:45. I have done stuff today, all right? Just because I haven't shared much of it with you, I have actually achieved quite a lot today. It's just nothing much with the farm. It was more with the build and the plumber. Plumber came in today to start on our first fix, and that was basically trying to work out where he was going to take feed from for hot water, for sinks and stuff like that, and also for the heating. So, because we thought he could pick up the heating quite close to where the extension is, but that was only a 15mm pipe, and he said I really needed 22, which has meant we've had to trace away all the way through the house to the boiler. Fortunately, because it's a dormer bungalow, and because of the way the rooms are, there is actually a crawl space right through the middle of the house. But then it was trying to work out where we were going to cut a hole to get into that crawl space. It was all a bit of fiddle faff. And then the power got blown out because there was a light got moved and it fused and blew the power, and we didn't know what it was, and then we found out what it was, and then we fixed that. Yeah, so okay, that's my excuse for not getting much done today. But now I'm going to get on the Mustang and load up the muck spreader, and we're going to throw some muck about on our trench. Told you I was going to do it. It's going to happen. I don't believe it. Abby's just turned up now with her puppy. I'm going to get at least one load out. It's got to happen. My dog's around here somewhere, but I can't see her. Where's she gone? Hopefully you can still hear me, even though the camera's over there and I'm in here. You coming up? Come on up. Where I can see you. Oh, what did you tread in? Oh, I wish I'd asked. The rest of this does need to be spread, but I'm going to put this down in the bottom right hand field, the bit that I topped the other day, but not yet. The cattle are still grazing that off. They like it out there, and until they get fed up with it, there's no point in me throwing muck all over it. And while it stays dry, there's no real rush. Not yet. I'm hoping this is going to help my grass seed no end. Doesn't smell too bad actually. Composty. That'll do for a minute. Come on, you. Let's go and chuck some muck about. I saw a stone. You can come out actually, and so can you. It's hot. That's a hot stone. Shall we? Where are you? What have you got on your face? Oh, go on. Up you go. Go on, up on your bed. Go on your bed. Good girl. That's it, you've got all of me seat as well now. Right. You sorted there? Put that in there out the way. Oh, key might help. Right, so this is composted manure and wood chip. Basically last year's cattle bedding, although there's still a load more in the barn to come out. This is broken down quite nicely, so I'm only going to do maybe 1 or 2 runs up and down where we put the trench in for now, and it's literally just to help cover over the grass seed and hopefully with a bit more rain release a bit of easily absorbed nutrition, shall we say, for the new grass, just to help it on its way and maybe disguise it a bit from our birds, because the birds are going to be into that. As soon as they find that, the pigeons will be into that grass seed. So that bit of rain and this bit of sun has greened everything up in the last 24 hours. Right, I've got to work out how I'm going to do this carefully. So, interesting to see how this comes out in the edit with the microphone up here and of course the sender's at the back of my head. So far I'm not suffering any symptoms of having a radio sender at the back of my head, but we'll see. We'll see. Right then. I think I'm going to put you outside just so you can witness what I'm doing out there. Right, you should still be able to hear me. I reckon this material is going to come out of here fairly quickly. So we'll leave it in high box for a minute and we'll just see how this goes. Right then, into gear. Right. Ready? Let's go. Too fast, I think. I might have to come back and do a second run coming back down now. Okay, too fast. Try it again. So like I said, literally the exercise of this is just to put a covering over my trench, feed the grass seed and cover it over. Well, that looks pretty good up here. I don't need much more there. So I think we're going to go up a gear. And then back down here where it came out not so fat. I think we're almost empty. That's about as close to it as I want to get. I reckon that's almost perfect. I'm actually pretty pleased with that. That's covered over quite nicely. If we get another couple of dry days, maybe I'll put the roller on again and just put it over this. I'm going to take the camera off and show you. Put the roller over that again, just press that down in there. That's just the job. So I want another load now to go across there and those patches. Job will be a good one. I suppose I ought to go and see my daughter first. I just definitely wanted to get at least one load out to see how it'd work. We'll go and see her to Abby. And then, I don't know, am I going to get this done tonight? Or is it going to be tomorrow again? You never know. Let's go say hello to Abby. Where are you going? Afternoon. I'm alright, you alright? I've had a few people ask who the strange blonde girl was that visited us the other day because they didn't recognise you. Although some said you were vaguely familiar. She is so grumpy. How are you?
Tired.
Have you? It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Oh, bless. How's the squirt?
Didn't sleep great last night.
Yeah.
I ended up sleeping downstairs a bit, but
Named it yet?
we like to name Sky.
Sky,
But I
right.
told Sam at work that. And he went, oh, everything Welsh call his name.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, for God's sake then.
He was in earlier.
Yeah.
Thought to tell you about.
So I went, well, you name it then. What's your name? And he picked her up and he looked around and he goes, leave her with me. And I go, well, you have to tell me soon.
Yeah. Little Rosie.
No. Don't like the name Rosie for a dog.
Do you know?
No.
Ruby.
It's too human. Got a mate. You know when you've got people who've already got names for dogs and you don't want the same one?
Yeah.
So I don't want Bonnie, I don't want Ruby, I don't want
Look at her.
Luna,
Yeah.
Ro,
Yeah.
Winnie, Clover, Scardy, you know, like loads of people. Oh, good girl! She doesn't pee in the house.
Is it?
No.
You call her squat.
There's a hole there.
Yeah.
Oh, Pip was fascinated, but then she's in the mood, isn't she?
Yeah. Oh, it's a puppy.
When I told Lynn about the freckled reds, he went, "Oh, if you bred for her with a red male, you'd probably get reds out of her."
What, a pepper?
Yeah.
Possible.
She's showing red.
Hmm. Oh, Biscuit, you are grumpy.
Shoo.
Right, put kettle on then.
Oh yeah.
Go on then, after
She'll
you.
have to come inside though, so that's alright.
Yeah.
Oh, don't start.
What?
I keep going to say a name and I'm like,
Tiddler! Hello, Tiddler! Oh, you fell over my foot.
oh, Henry got the sweetest photos earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad, it was melt your heart sweet.
Is it? Oh, she says that's quite nice.